Hello. In this session, we are going to look at some real charts and we'll try to apply the knowledge for identifying trends using things that we learned in the previous session. So here I have the Bitcoin chart open. So Bitcoin is currently trading at 37,525 US dollars. And first thing we are going to do is we'll try to identify the swing highs and swing lows. So let me select highlighter. Now here at the bottom I can see this is a swing low, then this could be another swing low, this could be another swing low, this as well, this as well. We could even consider this if you want to, but in the bigger picture I think it makes sense. I think it is still making a swing high. So yes, this is it. Let me try to mark the swing highs now. We will color them differently. We'll make them red. This is a swing high. This is a swing high. So now if we see, it is consistently making higher highs, right, and higher lows. Here you might feel like this is not a higher high, but it actually is. If we try to zoom in, we can see that this low is at a higher position than this low. So Bitcoin has been making higher highs and higher lows, right? But if I'm looking at, let's say, this particular section in isolation, then it might feel like the Bitcoin is in a downtrend, right? Because I'm not looking at the bigger picture. But now when I'm looking the whole thing, I can see that the Bitcoin is in a uptrend. Similarly, just before this uptrend started, Bitcoin was in downtrend, right? So we can try to again identify the lows here. This is a low, this is another low, this is another low, this is another low. And then we will try to highlight the swing highs, right? So here we can see it was consistently making during this time frame, during this duration, it was making lower lows consistently and lower highs. So we could say that the Bitcoin was in downtrend during this trade, and we could figure out where exactly the trend changed using the principles we learned. So here we can see till this point of time it has been making lower highs and lower lows. But at this point you can see it stopped making lower lows and it made a higher high. And after making this higher high, after making this higher low, it made a higher high. And then it continued like that. So at this point of time, when it stopped making lower lows, we knew that the trend might change from here. It could either be uptrend or it could be sideways, right? Similarly, we can try the same thing in any kind of security. Let me open GBP USD Forex. So now that we have seen this pattern in one of the chart in Bitcoin, you should be able to figure out, you should be able to see clearly that this has a currency pair has also been making lower lows and lower highs consistently. We can see that this is in a downtrend. There are phases in between where it did not make a lower low directly, where it kind of stuck in small range and then it continued making a lower low, and then because it did not break the previous high at this point of time, even though it did not make a lower low, but after in the next swing it made a lower high and then it continued with a downtrend, right? Similarly here I think it's a bit kind of interesting phase. Slightly from this bottom I think we can still see some higher highs and higher lows being made, but in this particular range we can see this is a sideways move. There were no new higher highs or no new lower lows being made. The zone was more or less same, and the price was stuck here for some time before it started moving up again, right? So this is how we apply the trend identifying information, and this is just one of the methods we use for identifying trends. There are other methods as well which we are going to study in the next session.